So during the school year, teachers, coaches, counselors, friends, they can often help identify when a teen is struggling. During the summer months, though, that's a lot different. That can be a lot harder for people to really notice if there is a problem with your teenager. So Ida Shanazarian, a therapist from Teen Tree, is helping us here to kind of walk through, help parents out, because it's a touchy subject sometimes, mental health, there's stigmatism, there's they're like, my teen's fine. Mm-hmm. And then you also have the moodiness of a teenager trying to trying to figure out, like, do they need help, or are they just being difficult right now?
Right. So there's different ways to approach that and what to look for. So when it comes to, is this just normal teenage behavior, or is this something that I need to be concerned about? You're looking for patterns of behavior. You're not looking for moments where they're having temperamental issues that last for a segment of time, right? You're looking for something that's consistent, that continues to happen, and you're looking for warning signs such as isolation, withdrawal from daily activities. So you're looking for things that's impacting day-to-day functioning, and if it's over a length of a few weeks, that's when it's worth having that conversation.
And what does that conversation look like?
That's where oftentimes families struggle, right? Because by the time they're ready to have that conversation, they've gone through so much with their kiddo that now they're upset, the kiddo's upset. It needs to start with something as simple as, hey, I've noticed that you haven't really been engaging in things that you normally would enjoy. For example, whatever sports the kiddo may enjoy. What's going on? Do you want to talk about it? You have to be able to provide a safe space for your child to want to come and talk to you. And as a parent, your innate feeling is instantly, I have to resolve the issue, which is fine, but more so you need to create a safe space for your child. But there's people out there that can help you work through the struggles.
When should a parent then come to somebody like you to get professional help to walk through these problems? Because I'm sure there's parents out there, they don't want to come and admit that their child needs, because they think that it's a reflection on them.
Correct. So the perfect time would be when you're starting to notice isolation. They're starting to make comments about not worth living. When you hear comments regarding self-harm, suicide, there's no sense in living, you need immediate action, right? But when the best time is when you start noticing isolation, disruption in schedule, just not wanting to fulfill daily activities that they normally would enjoy, not wanting to hang out with people that they once enjoyed. And that becomes a pattern of behavior because, again, for typical teenagers, they have their normal moodiness.
Right. They can be all over the place.
Correct.
Right.
But what you're looking for is something that's been going on for a period of time.
How do you then approach the teenager? I mean, the parent has to come to terms as well as like, okay, my teen needs help. But then how do you go to the teen and say, okay, we need to go see somebody now? How do you approach that? Because I admit that could be touchy as well.
It can. And sometimes it works out well and sometimes it doesn't. But from my experience with adolescents, what I often hear is I just wish they would include me in the conversation rather than have the conversation about me. Transparency works really, really well with adolescents. And oftentimes parents are nervous of what that may look like. So you just have to come from a nurturing, compassionate place. And rather than be accusatory, you want to come with curiosity. I've noticed that you haven't been hanging out with your friends lately. Is everything okay? Do you want to talk?
Yeah.
It's just simple things like that. And those conversations can authentically develop over spending quality time with your kid, having dinners together, going on walks. It doesn't have to be a big, extravagant thing. It could be just simple time. Kids just want to be seen and heard.
Really quick, before we wrap, resources out there. Obviously, you work for a facility.
Yes.
What is out there for parents?
There's many adolescent RTCs, there's PHP programs, there is, if we're looking at something that's an emergency case basis, there's facilities like Mind 24/7, and then oftentimes they refer to a residential treatment center like Teen Tree. And you want to look for something that's evidence-based, something that it's not just day-to-day therapy, but there's a rationale for why certain interventions are being implemented.
We have the numbers there for your location there,
yes.
Teen Tree
yes.
as well. Thank you so much. I mean, obviously it's such a good thing to talk about, especially here in the summer. When teens there's more interaction with the teens.
Absolutely.
And you can really help them out.
Absolutely.
Right. Thanks for being here. Good
Thank
stuff.
you so much.